Standard. I love that standard time. 5 p.m. on the West Coast, and we are live. Welcome, adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show reporter. As usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is my co-host. Tonight, we are talking the Reptarium and the Legasea Aquarium, which will be built in sometime in the future. I know that's not exactly what I told you, but next week we'll have Kristen on from what is it?
STYGIAN.
STYGIAN. I know it has something to do with the river Styx, but I don't know if she knows that or what she knows about it. I haven't talked to her very much about it, but we'll have her on next week, and I think we'll leave the naming of the company as well to next week because we've got a lot to do this week. So, Bill, wait a minute. I need to put on the video, right? All right, let's go. Video time. Wow, I woke up for a nap about 2 hours ago, Bill, and I'm wide awake. I don't know what happened there. It's been a long day, a long weekend, but I had a great time. So, anyways, any announcements?
Other than I finally figured out all of the measurements and dimensions to make all the mending plates to put two Reptibreeze XLs together. And if you've got a 3D printer that will print at least 200 millimeters on your build plate, you can print out these mending plates, and they're going to be available for free in the next issue of the Chameleon Academy Journal, which is a digital magazine.
All right, so Bill, you've got these high-end cages just announced a couple weekends ago. Yeah. You've got the regular cages, and now you're talking about a free thing that they can print themselves to put these crummy cages together.
That's
Why
right.
would you even do that, Bill?
Because people aren't ready, sometimes aren't ready to invest in, say, Dragon Strand level, and so they want a baby step towards getting a better place for their chameleon. And then these are very high end, so people aren't ready to just jump up to that. And so this is for the good of the chameleons in the community. So
all right, that's good. Yeah. That's fair. So anything else, Bill?
No, that's it. That's all I got going on ever since I did my season finale. You know what? I'm probably going to end up making a couple of unauthorized podcasts, even though I said I wasn't, but I just love doing it. So I'm supposed to take a break. I don't know. Maybe I will.
We'll see. I doubt it. But if you're anything like you make me, it'll be that way. Okay.
But it doesn't count if I do YouTube videos.
All right.
So maybe I'll do that.
All right. I think that doesn't count. We'll could. But even this is a YouTube
loophole.
Video, so. All right. So we'll have to talk as well about how to rename this video because it says something about the Michigan show, and I'm going to
Reptile Pet Expo with STYGIAN.
STYGIAN. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it either. I didn't even ask her. She's done a lot of podcasts, and she was more than willing to come on, but she had someone from out of town come out at one time in a life, you know.
The heck.
And so it's one of those deals. I couldn't tell her she had to. Of course, I couldn't tell her anyways because I have no power over these people. They are volunteers. So podcast number 12 is still live. And podcast lucky number 13, the last one of the season, will air next Tuesday or before. I'm going to try to get it out a little earlier. I tried to get 12 out earlier, and I spent 72 hours getting it uploaded. And I don't know what happened. It just, I kept turning off my computer, turning it back on, all that kind of stuff. And it did. But all right, I will quit complaining. All right. So let's talk about the Reptarium.
Wait a minute. Let me just ask. You said this is the last episode of the season. What is your schedule? What is your podcast schedule?
My podcast schedule is whenever I feel like it, Bill.
Okay. All right.
So actually, the official podcast schedule is every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. And I will keep going because I already have a couple people set up for next year's podcast, and I'm already editing those. So there's no hey, we didn't go to the chat yet, Bill. What the heck are we doing?
Well, I'm watching the chat. You got Scaly Piggies, Adrian.
All right.
That's a new name. You need to welcome them.
I know. Well, okay. All right. All right. So I put a bunch of things on there because I was about the new topic. All right. Liza Ann is there, so we'll put up her picture. Of course, we have to see Bill again 2 times at this point. But
Yeah, that's why I always love when Eliza Ann comes on. You get to see my picture.
you need another picture, Liza Ann, that we could just do without Bill, or I could actually, I guess, cut this out a little bit. All right. So let's go back to the chat. I'm not in the chat. All right. Two Turtle Tom is there. And I'm going to have you identify some tortoises or turtles because I forgot to write down or take good pictures of whatever it was. But let's get you and your daughter in here. Let's see if I got 10,000 pictures up now because of how many I took at the Reptarium. So let's see. There you are here at the Medina show about almost a month ago. Medina shows again on Sunday. So, all right, there you are. Let's see who else we got here. And I'm in the wrong section. The Two Turtle, looking forward to learning about the Reptarium experience. It was awesome. It was everything you said it was going to be and then more. It was a little strange because I pulled up to it and it was across a busy road. There was minimal parking. And of course I parked across the street is the, I'll show a picture. We'll talk about it later. Mikey Ben is here. So let's see.
Hey.
Have your picture as well. This is Mikey Ben, right? Yes.
That's Mikey Ben.
Yes. I had a momentary senior moment. I don't know. My brother turned 50 yesterday, so we had to fill his whole yard with different stuff and say something like, actually, I wrote something on the sign that said honk as you go by. So everyone was honking first thing in the morning for him. So, and so Tom's telling me that his chameleon's doing great, I think. And Zev Green Reptile, I didn't actually see him at the show on Sunday or Saturday because we got, I was late, he was early, and we didn't run into each other. So
I don't think
weird.
He actually exists. I think you're just making it up.
I met him a week ago, a month ago. So.
Artificial intelligence will make some really cool photographs.
Yes, and let's look at that one. A real cool photograph here. Artificial intelligence. Where is he at? Oh, there he is. Of course, you know what? This is
that is AI if I've ever seen it.
But he's got the Reptile Army shirt on, which is, it's all about Brian Barczyk. So we're good with that. Of course, I stole this from his Instagram or whatever it was. I guess it's it is an Instagram, right? I think
that's an Instagram.
All right, let's see where we're at here. Let's see what's going on.
Well, wait a minute. I think you forgot somebody.
Oh, whoa, no, I did. Yes, Scaly Pig. Adrian. Okay.
Apparently it's a different name.
Okay. Scaly Piggies Adrian. All right. We're doing awesome.
Somebody else.
What?
I'm waiting for the reveal.
The reveal of what?
I planned for this reveal.
Reveal of what? I don't understand.
James Cross, Facebook user.
James Cross, Facebook user. What are we talking about?
This.
Oh, the fog. Oh yeah, I forgot, Bill. My brain is still asleep, but my body's awake. So that's a really scary situation. All right. So yes, Chris, I did go to the Reptarium. I actually had 6 o'clock tickets or 5 o'clock tickets after the 4 o'clock show, and I didn't actually make it. So I got 7 o'clock tickets. I was lucky to get those. So we didn't get out of there. We didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning Saturday night. So, all right, you're always there. James Cross. Bill, you're distracting me from doing my job here. Where is James? Here he is. There is James.
Hey.
All right, let's go back to the chat. I finally figured out how to get to the chat.
Well, yeah, there's somebody else who came on.
All right. New name on YouTube. Yes, but okay. All right. Liza and Mikey Ben. Stephanie Payne. I don't have a Stephanie Payne photograph because I got rid of the photograph I had because it really wasn't representative because it was kind of black and white and whatever. You need to send me a photograph, Steph, or of somebody that you don't know and that we can just pretend you are. We probably know what you look like a little bit because you are a moderator on some of the things that we're on, but we'll give it to you. If you send us whatever you want, we'll go ahead.
I don't know.
And
Maybe we'll use AI and just do a description of what we think she looks like.
I am never late. Chris is trying to say that I'm late. And a wizard is never late. He arrives exactly when he wants to, and that's what I did. It might have been later than I had planned, but it's exactly when I wanted to. It was right on time. So let's just talk about that. All right. Do you miss? Oh, it was good. All right.
So Liza Ann's asking James if James missed with the
yes.
with
All right.
fogging.
There we go. Okay. So there we got it. We've got that whole situation. We've taken care of the chat, and we're ready to go to pictures. Let's look at a video first. Let's try the video. This is just a video of the front. This is what you see from across the street. So that is looking at the Reptarium, the whole thing, and the street across it. And across the street is the new reptile zoo and aquarium. So that's going to be the Legasea Aquarium, which is Lagasea as in C. So that's pretty cool and neat. And I actually took advantage of the opportunity to get a plaque. I guess it's called a plaque. Put up in the aquarium. I did it actually today because the first so many people get not first, you need to pay them a amount of money, but to get a plaque put up. So I put Sean and Jen and McNeely and family. I probably could have just put Sean and Jen McNeely family, but anyways, so I'm going to have that because I think this is an important thing. My wife and I were discussing, this is cool. This is awesome. This is exactly the kind of thing I want to build. I don't know if I have that kind of money or get that much donation or get that much people, but it's cool. You walk in, they tell you, take out whatever, we can take out whatever you want. You can hold it. I didn't even realize I've got a shirt on from it. It's backwards, but I didn't realize that the logo is actually a frilled dragon. How did I not know that?
That is a mystery. It is an awesome logo.
and I was playing with my frilled. They told me there, and I'm like, holy mackerel, that makes sense. But yes, it's a frilled dragon who's not frilled. Usually you see him frilled up, and that's the way things go. So, okay. So what do we want to see, Bill? Like, you walk in, you get a time. You get an hour's worth of time. You plan it ahead. If you're on the weekend, you better have got it in advance. So, but there's a limited number of people. It doesn't look as big as you think it is, but it's not that great in size. But I don't even know how many square foot it was. Maybe 2,000 square feet, maybe a little bit more. And you walk in, they let you in, they give you a wristband like they do at every reptile show, and you get to walk in and they take out whatever you want within reason. They're not going to take out the anaconda or or they did for one group of people, but they also have the capybara and they have a sloth and all kinds of other stuff. So let's start going through my pictures and let's start with let's see. Oh, that's Mikey Ben. All right, it's the wrong row.
Notice Mike Titula there.
There we go.
Oh, there's a capybara.
They actually purchased him. You can spend time with the capybara, with the sloth, and a couple other animals in a separate room. Either your family, obviously you can see Abby's wheelchairs in there. This is Mary feeding it with Abby next to it, and the lady who's there taking care of her and holding it up. And then let's see if we have let's see. All right, what do we have next?
That is awesome.
This is a family picture with us. Mary does. I got the wrong picture of her, but anyways, she didn't have she had a better smile in another picture, but Abby's looking lost a little bit. But the capybara is there, right there in her lap, so she was able to hold it. We're in a separated room. There's the artificial type wall there and what have you, but it was really neat. And the lady there took a bunch of pictures of us there. So All right, let's see what else we do. Have any more of those capybara pictures? Let's see. Ah, that's one where she was smiling. Apparently, I forgot to erase the other one. All right, there's another one. Here's from a different angle. And look in the background, Bill. Look at all these things. That's a veiled
Wow.
chameleon, you know?
Yeah.
That's a painting on the wall. So that's just really cool. So you go in and you're able to do that kind of stuff, and you can pick out anything you want within reason. They have frilled dragons, they have a bunch of snakes, they have a bunch of turtles, they have an Eldabra tortoise walking around. I mean, it does have a place to go, but they let it walk around as you're looking around and doing things. You, for a price, a few bucks, you can feed it some lettuce or romaine or whatever it might be. That it's not lettuce, it's romaine or some other type of vegetarian type diet, and it's huge. Let me see if I got a picture of Abby with it. Let's see. These are not very big pictures at this point. Let's see. Tortoise. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's time for Tom to help us out. Are these starred tortoises, Tom? What are these? I probably should turn on the chat to check it out. Oh, wow. All right, what are these? Let's see.
Leopard tortoises, he says.
Leopard tortoises. Okay, finally got to the end of it. All right. So these are leopard tortoises. Those are actually in the enclosure that the Eldabra tortoise lives in. So he gets out. There's a end of it over here on the bottom of it, and it's a door that it opens and lets him out or keeps him in. So that's pretty neat. This is in Michigan. This is out by Utica. This is actually in Utica, New York, Michigan. Utica, Michigan. I want to say New York because that's where the university is at. But it's also close to Taylor, Michigan. It's about 45 minutes from Taylor, Michigan, where the reptile show is. All right, there we go. And let's see here. Let's go back to the. Let's go back here and let's see if I can find the other one. Let's see. This is it. This is the Eldabra tortoise. Abigail's not very happy about getting out of her wheelchair. She loves to do these kind of things, and I'll show you later. She liked the snake, but she didn't have any interest in the tortoise, probably because it's so big. But there it is, sitting. That's just Jen and her sitting next to the tortoise, walking around. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're just going to go through these pictures, and I'm going to talk about them, unless you have specific questions. And I guess Bill, you want to man the chat while I do the pictures, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I can man the chat.
Okay.
Although I'm not, I'll just answer. You just do pictures. Yeah, I want to see. So what I'm personally looking, you guys know I'm collaborating with Paul Barclay, who did these enclosures for me. And Paul worked with Brian on all the enclosures. Mm-hmm. And so I'm looking out for, I'm not sure exactly what he did, and so I'm looking for clues.
This is probably what he did. This is an iguana, a crimson red iguana. His name's Tabasco. It actually says on the cage somewhere, no head bobbing at him, because he bobs really crazy, even if you don't head bob at him. But there he is in his cage, and his cage is huge. It's I don't know, 4 foot by 8 foot by what have you. And there are rows down. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, I think, at least, where you can see all the way through to the other side, but the animals have hides in there somewhere where you can see they're like 4 foot wide cages, or 8 foot in 4 foot deep cages, but 8 foot wide cages. And you can see. I'll show you as we go through, and we show each other, everyone else. But anyways, there's that. Let's see. This is Salt and Pepper, who are alligators.
Oh, look at that.
A black one and a white one alligator, which is really a rare alligator. In the back, this is one end of a row. So you can see all the way through it to both sides. You can they're huge. They're like 4 or 5 feet. I guess that's probably just 4 foot there. All the way to the ceiling, and it's got a different thing. So they just sit there at this point, but it was really neat. But that's one end of one row. over to your my left, not my the left, I can see is where the door is to the room where you can walk in and meet the capybara, what have you. So that's kind of neat that way. Let's see. This is Mary and I standing on one side of a wall and with a. This is Milkshake. I think it's a no Milkshake. We'll see later. It says more about it. It's either I think it's a albino anaconda, but we'll see.
Oh,
Cupcake. That's Cupcake. Cupcake's a boa constrictor. And I'm gonna see. I probably should do this the other way because we're going. This is Cupcake. This is Chukwa. This is Cupcake from the other side, and this is Cupcake from the other side with us watching it. And this is Cupcake. It's a boa constrictor. Boa constrictors. It's funny that they put the both of them in parentheses, but that's a huge cage. He probably did something with these as well. And I don't know if because these are not what's going to be. I don't know if these are going to be over in the new aquarium and new reptile zoo, or if they're going to keep this, or what they're going to do. I assume they're going to take it all over and put it on one side because there's a lot of parking over there and it's really nice. But anyways, that's Cupcake. That's just one snake, and there's like 20 or 30 of them there that size. So it's really cool.
Turtle Tom is saying that Paul did some of the smaller enclosures.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to keep an eye out for those. Those are looking Exoterra-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Those are all Exoterras there, or ish, and they open and they let them out. That's what they were letting them out, and letting us hold them. So, I'll go back to the what have you. There we go. There's that, and this is a Burmese that Mary's looking at there. I think there's more deep. Oh, there we go, Tom. There's some albino turtles hanging out there. And let's see. There's a Burmese. I don't know how I had these out of order, but there's a Burmese, albino Burmese. I should do these the other way because there's Sunrise, the albino Burmese python, which is this one right there. No, you can obviously know why it's called Sunrise because it looks like a sunrise here. So, albino red-eared sliders. I didn't know that they were red-eared sliders because there was no red. I guess there would have been red on them, wouldn't have? I don't know. I think albino means no black, so red would be there. But why do they stack on top of each other? For room, I guess. All right, let's see. And many of them don't need the whole side. So let's see what we got here. Let's see. Why do the turtles stack on top of each other?
No,
because they're gaming for the light, trying to get the most heat. They're always like that. There's that one there, and then here's some frill dragon pictures. I'm going to go back and start with the first frill. There's the frill dragon in its cage. That is actually a Indonesian frill dragon. They do have a couple others. Let's see what else. There's another frill dragon. These Big Mac and Chicken Nugget are together in a cage. That's one of them, and the two of them are there. That's one up here, and that's two. So there you can see the two of them in a cage together.
Two Turtle Tom is actually identifying the stacked turtles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you have a turtle nerd. Of course, I'd be doing that with Camille.
A turtle nerd. I think he's called Two Turtles, not Turtle Nerd, but okay. All right. So we'll have to. All right. Just looking at the comments there. All right. So what? So I got to all the frill dragons, or at least two of them. There's one there. There's the one that it's actually named at.
Wow, look at that nice tail.
The Reptarium is actually part of. That they named that's actually the one they used to make the logo, I think, because that's the one they've had the longest. I've got more pictures of it. It's got a nose rub, but that's all it had. That's all it had. It was a rescue that they sent to him. And that's a different one. That one is not with the nose rub. And here's the one with the nose rub. That is definitely Australian. He's a little more brown than red, but in this picture, but if you look at him closely, he's really fairly red.
Oh, I just love frills.
There I have with the frilled and Abigail. She wasn't very interested in, but actually I have a couple more pictures where she does show a little more interest, but they weren't very good pictures, so they got in the way. There's the frilled, the same frilled, the
Hey, you
Australian
got a
one I was
request to
showing
go
you.
back to the second frilled photo from Two Turtle Tom.
Request to go back to the second frilled photo. This one? Was that the second one?
I'm not sure.
I'm not doing these in order.
I wasn't using my memory in that way, but
All right. Is
back.
this it, Tom?
He's his back.
Back. I'm not. They're out. I'm not doing them in order. So this one, or no, I was doing in the cage with two together, wasn't it? That was one of those. That's a two-headed snake. I blew that one. So there you go. Big Mac and chicken nugget. This one, or this one? Is that the one we're talking about, Tom?
Oh, if he's talking about the cage, that looks Exoterra-ish.
Yes, that does very much, and the other ones do too. They do down in the front. So, okay, let's see. All right, did we get all these frilled? Look, we can keep looking at frills all night.
Yeah, we could.
All right, well, just everyone else will leave, but we'll just keep looking at them, and then I'll go over and grab my frilled. Right? Once the light went out, but he's just sitting on the edge of the cage waiting to get out. All right, so there's that. There's that one. There's Abby with the frilled. There's the frilled in front of water. And there's Abby with the snake. So who can identify that snake? Because I don't think I can.
Oh, unfortunately, I think that there's a lag in the chat. So
all right. Paul's cages. Are they the smaller? Are they the bigger? I don't know, Tom. Okay. We'll worry about it later. You can show me the picture at some point, maybe on Saturday or Sunday when we're at the thing. You can tell me which one is Paul's, and then we can talk about it next week when we have Kristen on from STYGIAN.
now he's identifying the snake.
Okay, what
he
is
like not staying in his lane.
All right, he's not okay. That's good because I didn't remember what kind. How do you identify it?
He said radiated rat snake, and then Mikey said mandarin rat snake. So
it's a rat snake. That is true. What kind it is, I do know. They might be mandarin and radiated, maybe the same. I don't know. I don't know rat snakes that well. So, all right, we'll get out of this one because I don't know what I'm talking about. Why did I even bring that picture up?
And then Tom says, "I am wrong."
Are these some of the cages that we were talking about?
Oh, those look Exoterra.
The ones on the bottom look Exoterra, but one of the ones on the top are those what that opening doesn't look normal like Exoterra.
Okay, I don't know.
All right.
I do not.
Ben is right. Okay, it's a mandarin rat snake, so then we're good. All right, we've got that down. So I should have looked. Actually, that snake was outside the cage, and I didn't actually see the cage it came in. So, all right, sunrise and albino Burmese python. That's sunrise. We already did that. We've been to the turtles. We've been to the other snake. We've been to this snake. Oh, we can stay here at the frilled. All right, let's see if I can get off of the frills. I don't think I can. All right, there it is, another frilled. And then here's this. This is a two-headed snake.
Woo!
So, I have another couple pictures. There is the other picture from down below, the two-headed snake. You can see it's truly two-headed. And I'm in the wrong row. Ben and Jerry. That's what you call a two-headed snake, apparently. So, it's a California king snake, I believe. I see if I can see that correctly. I don't know. All right, so let's see what else we got here. So, this is the
leopard turtles,
right? Yes. And there's Abby with the.
That's a big tortoise.
And there's us with the capybara. There's us with the capybara. There is us just taking a family picture there. Wow, did we see all these pictures? Holy mackerel.
Yeah, we've been seeing the capybaras.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's only, I don't know. I thought I put a lot more on here, but I guess not. So, anyways, you're able to go in. You pick an hour. They're open nights mostly. I don't think they're gonna open any days, evenings, like 4 to 8 or 4 to 9. And you go in and you're able to hold anything you want within reason. They wouldn't let me. I was trying to hold the I didn't actually put this one on here, but I was trying to hold the it was a oh, what was it? It was a reticulated python. It was black in color and it was called Night Fury. And I wanted to hold
Oh,
them. And they're like, no. I'm like, why? And they're like, it's but it wasn't that big. It was like the size of
I
a
will be right back. Give me a second.
okay. All right. Bill's gonna be right back. We're approaching half an hour here. Let me get into the chat and you're back.
There was house noise that
House noise. All right, I couldn't hear it, but okay. All right, so let's just get my frill dragon out and talk about it, huh?
Well, I'd say so. Oh, hey everybody! I saw my my Fantasticus. I don't know if you're following the drama. My life is drama, but I have a Fantasticus in this enclosure up here. And the thing is, we always think about Fantasticus as they just drape during the day. Well, not this one. This one hides during the day. He comes out at night, so I know he's there. I know he's doing just fine, but he hides during the day, and I haven't figured out where he hides. So
he's gotten a little bit more
that's
jumpy of recent, and I have to hold him a little better. But okay, all right, there we go. He has doubled his size since Tinley. He's like so much bigger, and I cannot get him to frill. I've only had him frill one time on me when I tried to do something with his food, and but he is awesome. He's hard to hold at this point. I'm gonna put him in the other arm. Let's see if I can do it this way. Let's see if I. Oh, there he just frilled on me. Did everyone see that? All right. I guess he's getting a little bit used to his environment and is happy to be mad at me. So anyways, there he is. He's doing great. He's gained weight. He almost weighs triple what I think he weighed before, based on how I'm holding him. I just haven't weighed him again, but I did weigh him when I originally got him here. So I'm going to put my hands around that and show you the front and show you the tail. Look how long this tail is. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. And there it goes. There's the end of it. But he's doing really good. And all right. All right. He sent it to me, I think. Did he send it to you or did he send it to me?
He sent it to me.
Okay. All right. So then I can't show it. The difference between the Australian and the New Guinea frillies, or the Indonesian frillies, these grow to be twice the size or more, body weight as well as size, and there's a little bit more of a red hue, and there's a red. It's starting to get his reds in here. You can see it under his frill. You can see a little red, and when they frill up, they look really red. That's the difference between them, but they're much larger. This is so much larger. This is actually probably a full-grown Indonesian one at this point, but he's actually a Australian, so he's going to grow a lot more. Not a lot more, but significantly more. All right. So, Bill, you want to talk about Animal Con and what happened there? And that's one of Brian Barczyk's type things. That it's also he's the one who did this Repta. I'm going to put this guy back.
Yeah, one. Of course, Brian Barczyk is one who created the Reptarium that Sean went to, but he also has created a conference, an annual conference called Animal Con, and we've had two years of it, and the next one is going to be in Florida, and let's see, Orlando, Florida, in October. I think October 14th, something like that, middle of October, for 2024. And yes, I'm already ready to go. It's a
October
great one.
14th, Bill.
I don't know, something like that. Why?
All right.
I can check. Why?
My daughter's getting married in the middle of October, so I may be out for this one as well. So, all right.
What the heck? Oh no, October 4th and 6th.
Oh, good, because I was going to say it's during Tinley, because my daughter's getting married during Tinley. She tried not to be the same dates, and something changed, and she ended up picking Tinley dates. So I'm like, I'm going to go in the spring. Of course, she could do that.
Oh, Eliza Ann may go. You can meet Eliza Ann. We can get a picture of
Three
her
of
with
us.
both of us.
Yeah, and then we could just let her get a picture, and we can leave us alone, right? All right. So plus
the wonderful thing about that is, I mean, for me, of course, as a content creator, I get to hang out with a lot of other content creators, and we get to talk shop. But if anybody is interested in meeting the creators, it's just one way to get them all in one place. And a lot of people go around. It's very interesting what they come up to get everybody's signature on. I've had banners, I have sweatshirts, t-shirts, and people just come up with a Sharpie and say, just sign it. It's like I got 100 signatures on this thing. So it's a lot of fun.
So not to be sad, but Brian Barczyk is also dealing with cancer that's pretty aggressive, and so everybody wants his dream to come true. And the Legacy Aquarium with the reptile zoo next to it is his great dream. And so any way we can help him out and do whatever we can to do that, I think it's. And I can't believe how incredible the Reptarium is, and the Legacy's aquarium in Reptile Zoo is going to be better. So it's unbelievable where this at. It's not. It's so well built, and they have like these little rocks. You can, when you have 2 levels of snake cages, because the snakes don't need height. Some of the snakes don't use any height. They have rocks you can move around and stand on. They're not actually rocks. They're plastic things that are I don't know what they're made out of, but they're plastic. You can move them around. They're light. You can stand on them and look to the next level for kids. So it's incredible. You can have, and it's small enough. It's big enough that you can have a get together, a birthday party or family party or something like that. You can have a private tour. They do allow that kind of stuff. So it's really awesome. It's a incredible thing to do. And I'm going to get lifetime, or not lifetime. I'm going to get 1-year memberships every year, because it's just that great to support. And it's only 3 hours from my house, so it's not close, but it's close enough you could do it in a 1 day. We did it. We did that and the Michigan Reptile Show all on Saturday. So no wonder I was so tired on Sunday and Monday.
Well, one thing you can do, I mean, obviously, in every situation, money is always needed. But another way to show appreciation to Brian is just have a blast at what he's created. That is what feeds him.
We did absolutely 100%. Me and my two my youngest children, my oldest 3 are out of the house, so they weren't there with us. We had a complete blast. We're gonna go back again and again and again. Every time we go up to Michigan to do the Michigan show, even if we don't do the Michigan show, we do something else. There's going to be a couple more shows in Michigan that I've heard of, and I might do as well. But I'm going to go to the Reptarium. The only weird thing is I should have picked 6 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock tickets, because then because we had 5 o'clock tickets, we couldn't get in because there was all this traffic that we didn't know about, so it took a lot longer to get between the two. And we didn't know what it was like, and by the time we got there, it was like we hadn't eaten, and it was 45 minutes late. I'm like, we're not going in. We're just going to eat. We'll take care of ourselves. And luckily, there were 4 tickets still left at the 7 o'clock show. So I don't know if you can call it a show, but a 7 o'clock, whatever, entrance time. And we got 4 of those and got there. And the whole thing, there was a whole bunch of people there. So it wasn't like it was empty, but there was a whole bunch of people. Everyone was having a good time. Okay. Every single person. I don't think anyone was upset. People had the sloth out, people had the capybara out, all kinds of snakes were getting out, all kinds of lizards were out. people were following the tortoise around and feeding it. So it's a what a great day.
All right. Well, if I find myself in Michigan, I want to stop by.
Well, you could make a whole trip of it. You could come to Illinois to go to what do you call it? My brain
Ohio
is
Custom Reptile Habitats. I mean, there's supposed to be a.
go out there. That would be even closer. That's the other end of the country, the other end of the state. So hours the other direction, so you'd be 6 hours away. But yeah, it's still worth it. You can stay here, Bill. We'll keep you up. We'll put you up. You have to live with some reptiles. I'm sure that'd be okay. Maybe not in their cages, but at least in a room with reptiles. But won't put you anything that'll eat you. And so, at least not, too quickly.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Let's see. I've got 3 trips planned for next year.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what are they? You going to tell us?
What? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Let's see. March is going to the grand opening for Custom Reptile Habitats. He's going to be opening his retail location, which, of course, is going to look very cool. And so I'm just planning. There's no date set for that, so we'll see. But I've got that blocked off. When you've got a family and you got people who have to help you with reptiles and all that kind of stuff, you need to get a prior approval that everything is okay. And Two Turtle, anybody in the Ohio area, come down.
Yeah, even
Steve,
yes. I was just like, okay, today I'm not having a good brain day, I guess. Apparently, I thought I was all awake and alert and ready to roll. But Steve Hefner was going to go. He's actually closer. I figured that out. He's actually closer. It's just weird the way he just goes across the state, and we have to go down and over. But so he's closer. So yeah, we're gonna be there. Tell us a date. We'll be there.
All right. As soon as I know, I'll let you know.
We'll have all these community academy shirts on and what have you. Although I can't find mine, Bill. I've been looking all over the place. I'm gonna have to look for it.
And I just got back from the doctors, and I got my vaccination for hepatitis B. And that's for Madagascar this summer. So I'll be going. I am planning on doing it. A couple of things need to fall into place for me to do that. But as long as they fall into place, then I'll be going.
And you mean hepatitis A, Bill?
What?
Not B? Hepatitis A, not B?
I had to do a hepatitis B.
Interesting.
I don't know if I got.
You mean hepatitis B wanes over time, but
I may have already done hepatitis A. They said that I'm now good for the rest of my life. Supposed to be.
Until next week.
Yeah, well, okay. But until as long as it gets me 1 year, I'm fine.
Right.
Of course, I went last time in Madagascar without hepatitis, so I survived. And then in October, I'm going to the Animal Con in Florida. So that's my 2024 travel schedule.
All right. So I'm going to see you in Dayton, and I might meet you down in Animal Con.
Okay.
I am not going to Madagascar at this time.
What?
Because I got too much to do.
What?
I don't know. I don't, I'm not, that's a little far, and the way you describe the food, I'm not sure that my new diet will actually.
What? Oh, come on. It's adventurous.
Yeah, no. That's the kind of adventure I don't want to go on, Bill. I love my food. So, I don't want, I get all my stuff down at the market where I went today, the West Side Market, where I get all my vegetables and fruits for my animals and me. So,
I'm just going to pack 3 weeks worth of protein bars.
Yeah, that's not good. That would not be good for what my, so what's the strangest thing you ate in Madagascar? Lizanne wants to know.
Let's see. I will say that I was not very adventurous in Madagascar, and I would sit next to Alec Brown, who's a veterinarian, and both of us were more concerned about the hygiene than others, although everybody was concerned. And so we would sit and we would converse as to what on the menu is most likely not to be handled after it was cooked. And so we ended up eating very boringly Zebu steak was the staple. We were sick of Zebu steak, but that was pretty much what Zebu steak and World Cola was the staple.
World Cola, huh? I guess
Yeah, yeah.
Go along with that.
It's a knockoff of Coca-Cola, and there was a big drama around that. Coca-Cola was there, and then World Cola stole their formula, and then so Coca-Cola says, we're not going to be here, and a lot of cola drama.
Wow.
All right. So I really didn't eat a whole lot of adventurous stuff. I guess we did have a home-cooked meal. There was a place that the guide knew and they could take, and they cooked us a home cooked meal inside a traditional Madagascar home, because it's not like they have an amusement park there. It was actually someone's home. and but the thing is, what really broke my heart is all the dogs and cats around there. And I would save a piece of every meal and I would slip it to the dogs and cats there. If I go back, I'm bringing doggy bones.
Let's hope you weren't eating what you were feeding. So let's go from there.
Gosh, believe me, there weren't a whole lot of meat on those dogs and cats.
Those bones, huh? Okay. All right, Bill. What else do we have to say? Anything else for tonight? Any final words?
All right,
we have a guest to keep us on our toes and what have you, assuming that no one comes in from out of town. We'll have to tease her about that next week. But this was like, she's got a friend that hasn't been here in 5 years. She just wants to see him. I'm like, okay, I can't make you do the show anyway. So yeah, it's good. All right. Okay.
Steph would love to go to Madagascar, but so expensive. Oh my, yes, it is. It absolutely is. And it's from me, it's literally on the other side of the earth. And so it is a slog. It really is. It's expensive to get there. I mean, everything there is not very expensive, but yeah, getting there and making sure you got the tour, and especially in the trip that I'm going on in the summer is going to be a little bit more expensive, because I'm going there to experience the dry season. And I need to go to areas which are hard hit and areas that are not that hard hit. And so I've got to travel around. So there's going to be some travel expenses just so I can experience those different areas. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be calling an investment in my education and my experience. This is not going to, and I'm not going to be going to the resorts and stuff like that. So this is not going to be, yeah, my wife's not going to want to come. This is not a honeymoon.
I don't know if a honeymoon to Madagascar would be, even though there's a lot of different animals out there. I don't know if that'd be if
you go to a resort, I think on like Nosy Bay, there's a real nice resort. So there are some nice places that.
All right, then maybe I'll go, Bill, and then just hang out at Nosy Bay. And
yeah, I'll drop you off at Nosy Bay and I'll go to the.
Yes, I could be there, hang out there, tell you what it's like, tell you what you're missing, and all the good stuff. Do they have
go to some miserable place? Yep, all the chameleons are dead. All right, check. I'll take a picture.
Let's hope not, Bill. Let's hope not.
Well, I mean, I got to go to the place where like Labordi just dies out because of the dry season, we dig up a panther chameleon out of the dirt trying to survive until the wet season.
All right, Bill, we're getting off topic, way off topic, and we're
always a danger when you ask me, do I have anything more to say?
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't say that anymore. All right, thanks, Bill. We appreciate your time. Have a good week, everyone.
See you, everybody.